Okay. Now we got to talk about this other ability, which is called high intensity running ability. So maybe even before I put it up there, does anybody know what that means? What does it mean? High intensity running ability. Yeah.
To run on the pace and then run at a faster pace and then run higher.
Okay, yeah, so you're on the right track with it. So high intensity running ability means we set a minimum threshold. Sometimes that minimum threshold is about 15 kilometers per hour. Sometimes it's closer to 20. It's in that range. And we count, this is done with GPS, okay? We count how much fast running or high intensity running players can do. Okay? And as a general rule, again, I'm talking physically. So it's not like, I know we got coaches and TDs in here. In games, you want your players to run less. Because if they run less in the game, it's probably because they're controlling the ball more, they're controlling the pace of the game more. But you want players to train to have the capacity to run less. Okay? Does that make sense? So, when we measure how much high intensity running players have the capacity to do, what do you think? Who can do more fast running or high intensity running in a game? A player who's fit or a player who's out of shape? What do you think? Yeah, this is the measure of fitness in soccer. It's determined by the amount of high intensity running you do. Okay? Basically, the ability to run for extended periods of time. How does that look in a game? Well, if a player is fit, they can keep up a good amount of running even in the second half, even in the 60th minute, even in the 90th minute if they have to, even in extra time if they have to. If they're not fit, they're gassing out. Sometimes in the first half, definitely in the second half. And at the higher levels, honestly, it's not acceptable. So, in fact, we had a chat about this, right before the presentation, and what I said was, foreign players that can come here and play in our Canadian Premier League, for example, are almost always the best players. But they're so good that they can come here and they can play even when they're out of shape. Okay, here, but not there. And our Canadian players aren't going to be successful, and that includes women's college, university, and women's pro. That includes men's college, university, men's pro, and the national teams. It doesn't exist that you get to a high level and you're not in shape and you can't do this. Okay? So that's how it goes. Well, there is this test called the yo-yo test. Has anyone done it before? None of you guys? No? Did you do it? Do you remember where your score was? Oh, no. Okay. We'll see. Right? But it's a big test that has a little recovery period. I'll show you what it looks like.